but this the best. Hey, don't you see me out here shining, belly flex? I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it lonely at the top, but this the best. And even if we die today, gon' live forever. Live forever.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features a team that can get it done on the ground. The Ravens lead the league in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Chargers, who will need to be stout up front.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Carry now for Gurley. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Throwing here, Trubisky. This one's complete, right side to McDonald. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On 4th down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielding just inside the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. First down, Stafford here. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Now a handoff for Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Trubisky will throw. Flushed out right. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Third down and 5.
Watch it now, buddy. 3-19. 3-19. Back there in that Philly. Here we go. Set. 3-19. 3-19.
On the counter, Gurley. Broken tackle. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. Caught out left side by Robinson. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone. And now
accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the Ravens taking the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Now Trubisky on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
On third down, Trubisky. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 35, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
After the interception, here's Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Let's go.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Second down now after the pass completion.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
On the toss, it's Gurley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they've got it here with a first down. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Trying to get it to Woods, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Todd Gurley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up, make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
That was so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
On second down, here's Stafford. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. To throw again. Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Ravens have got it.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Let's go.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Right side complete. That's Woods. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Hurry up. Here we go.
From the pistol, it's Gurley. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Let's go!
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Green 39! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Ravens will extend their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get now. A loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Now Trubisky to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kerry Hyder, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. It's Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner. Joe Hayden with it. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Stafford on first down. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. To throw on second down to Stafford. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Fancy footwork at midfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air. And then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. A dump down to McKinnon. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break, Stafford. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here's Stafford now on second down. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. On third down, Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Again, they run with Gurley. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Let's go. 3-19.
Now it's Trubisky. They got a man. It's Woods. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Stafford. That's Samuel. Caught left side. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. He's at the 30. The 20. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Elliott now to kick this one away. To return, it's DeAndre Washington. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Trubisky on 1st down, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Play action. Stafford. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Throwing is Stafford. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. McKinnon looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
To throw is Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Waters. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Out of the gun, Stafford. Pressure too much. Down he goes. Ethan Westbrooks in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Gurley again here on 1st down. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. Fielded at the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And the wideout in motion. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The ball comes out. Space to maneuver at the 40. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st down, it's Stafford. He's airing it out for Williams. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, it's two guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And Robinson with a big catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. Toss play to McKinnon. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now it's Stafford. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum. and even more hope when they had to slog their way downfield. They got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now Gurley, handoff left. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it's 2nd and 7. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Ravens on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been terrific so far. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation.
And it's intercepted in the end zone. Able to get there and pick it. Well, it's not every day you see a defense pick the ball off and already have 6 points without moving.
And on that play, no distance to run. Similar play, although it didn't happen right in the end zone. But you remember that Washington-Los Angeles Super Bowl where Joe Theismann tried to throw the screen pass?
Number?
I can't remember the number, but he tried to throw the screen pass, and Jack Squire got it with no one around and just waltzed in and pretty much broke their backs. That's a similar play, although this one didn't have to run at all.
Here we go. Stats guy Johnny on the spot. Super Bowl 18, 38-9. It was in Tampa. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Stafford here coming off his pick 6. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one and a Charger first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Von Miller in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
They run it with McKinnon. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it.